What's up, YouTube? It has been a long time. I've missed you guys so much. My life has been so super chaotic, and I'm just so happy to have some downtime to be able to check in with you guys and catch you up to speed on what has been happening in my bananas existence. All great things, come with bumps in the road. So I am, just gonna take a minute to bring you guys along with me so I can do a couple running around type of things that I have to do for the spa, and we can chat and catch you up to speed. So stay tuned. To the bank first so I can grab my a temporary debit card, since my other one for my business account hasn't come in yet. But anyway, so to bring you guys up to speed, I wanted to make an attempt to do Vlogmas this year, but that which has been proven to be quite difficult with my limited time. So I have been very MIA because, number one, school has been kicking my second year, or going into my second year of my program, and I think we should be okay. Second year of my program, and it's hard. It started off where I was like, oh, this is cool, busy work, where I'm just essentially just trying to kind of writing papers and things of that nature, where it's not so super crazy and chaotic. And now I'm definitely into the thick of it, where I am full-blown in nursing school all over again. So trying to balance that along with entrepreneurship is enough for the meek at heart. So can it be done? Yes. Would I recommend doing these two things simultaneously? Probably not, just because it takes a lot of you, especially when you have children and husband and all the things. Nevertheless, I say that to say it can be done. It's just a matter of being able to prioritize your time and, just manage your time efficiently. So here we are. I have undergone, as far as my business is concerned, a lot of changes, positive changes, which, if you know anything about being an entrepreneur, there's always bumps in the road. You just gotta keep pushing forward and not lose sight of what's important, and just keeping your eye on the prize. So the beautiful thing with all that is I am keeping my fingers crossed to have an opening timed for within the next month. I'm not going to say a date, because every time I put a date out there, here comes another bump in the road that kind of shifts it. So I'm not going to say a date, but within the next month, if all of the things come on time delivery wise, because if you guys know anything about the shipping crisis, because that's what it is, you're kind of at the mercy of when things arrive. So the good news is I have a lot of things from my old location that I was able to bring with. So basically everything that needs to be purchased is just the things that have to be done with expansion. I'm excited to say that we'll be offering our body contouring services right away, which is something that I wasn't expecting to do right away as we opened, because I thought that we weren't going to be able to acquire the device for a little bit of time, but nope, that's not the case. I'm so excited about that. And now it's just a matter of the contractors finishing up their part of what they're doing, which has been taking a little bit of time as well. So as soon as they get done, I'm trying to work around what they have left to bring things in and get the signs hung and all things in between ordering our products and things of that nature. happen because things happen right when they're supposed to, and changes that occur typically, you know, even when it feels like they're not working in your favor, most of the time it is absolutely working in your favor or reshaping itself to be of better benefit to you. So to all those entrepreneurs out there, just know that you just got to hang in there, keep going. Don't let anxiety and frustration and all those things overtake you, because it's just a part of the process. And once you get to the point where things are fully operational, you're just going to be grateful that whatever didn't come your way, that wasn't meant for you, passed you by, and the things that came your way and that are meant for you are with you. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, and to let you know that I've missed you guys, and it is my intention to not be MIA but to kind of take you guys along the rest of the journey of what's left for my medical spa. So I'm super excited. Don't forget, y'all, to hit that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to drop a comment for if you have questions of content you would like for me to film, or just any questions to help you along your process. But all right, we got our paint. We made our paint run, and now we are headed to grab a bite to eat and then to Lowe's, because I have to get a different color for my chair rail. That is for the chair rail that is in the spa. So once we complete that, then what else? I spoke to the contractors for the glass door installation, so they will be there on Thursday or Friday to do that, and we are on our way. So we got our grub-a-dub-dub. Grub-a-dub-dub. I'm so hungry. We are doing some empanadas, and I'm so excited. I'm starving. They're probably so hot.
Yeah, they are. They just came out. They do them fresh. Like fresh skin.
Yes,
like
baby. Here, Papa. Ooh, yes, baby. Fresh, like fresh skin. Yummy? I love their
something happened. Like always. Gloria.
That's so good. Mr. Pinchos. Yum, 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 yum. Rose gold paint from my chair rail. It's hilarious, so cute. So cute.
So good. They're so nice.
Yeah, they are.
All the time.
They're super sweet. I want to come get some pastillas from here and try them. All right. We are headed into Lowe's. So, paint for the chair rail we have to get. I already got the other paint. We've already done the bulk of the painting for the location. It's just that we have to do some touch-ups because they installed the flooring and just got some things dirty. And then Thursday they will come and start the doors, which I'm most excited about because it is going to really elevate the space. Oh, we also have to look for a barn door while we're here.
Okay.
and we're gonna do a barn door in the entryway, so I have to find that as well. So we're on a hunt. Can we have a cart? Oh, looks like they're making deliveries, so my camera is so glary. Can you get through, baby? Whoa, tear it up. Tear it up, bruh. Okay, here we go.
One.
I'm gonna get a few of them because... You think that's enough or 4? Because we have to finish the... No. If I do, it's probably like half a can, if that. We have to finish the bathroom and in the back and then touch-ups. Okay, start with that. All right, let's go. This is the color we're getting, you guys. How pretty is that? And that is for like the little rail that divides one color from the next. What else did I say we had to do? Oh, barn door.
Barn door over.
Alright. Let's go to the barn door section. Had to be ordered because it's a little bit custom, so that should be in within 1 to 2 weeks, and we are on our way. I'm excited because this is the stuff that kind of takes a little bit of time, so I still have to find lighting and what else? Lighting and other things, but for the most part everything after that is going to be a little bit of decor and product, so we are on our way. So I got back not too long ago from doing all of my ripping and running for the business and getting all of that stuff squared away. We had to get the invoice resubmitted to our device that we're getting, our body contouring, laser hair, and all the things device. We have to get the invoice resubmitted so that we can get the funding for that tomorrow, and then hopefully that delivery will be done within a week. What else? We already talked about the barn door, sliding door for the reception area. Oh my god, y'all, the gold hardware that's going to be on it is so beautiful. I can't wait for you guys to see everything. It's going to come out so nice. And because my life is so chaotic, I came home and did some laundry, washing my linen, so my bed looks a hot mess right now. And I am setting a little vibe for my study session that I'm about to finish up. As y'all can see, I have my little candles here. This one is Fresh Fall Morning with natural essential oils from Bath & Body Works. If y'all don't know about Bath & Body Works 3-wick candles, I mean, come on, y'all need to come on with it. They just had a sale, so I stocked up. I love to like set my mood with my study sessions because it just helps me to kind of get in the right mind space or mindset for it, because my study sessions are pretty long. With this class that I'm in now, I'm in patho. Let's see, my days are like 8-hour days, 10-hour days, sometimes study days, because it's so much content to go over. So it's a lot, and in order for me to make sure that I'm retaining it, oh my god, I'm kicking my son's ass. Jackson, can you please stop? Do y'all hear that? He goes crazy with his Nerf gun. Like, ridiculous. Okay, anyway. See, that's why I gotta set a vibe. That right there, that's why. Anyway, so my study days are very long days, and it takes a lot of, I don't know, it takes me a minute to kind of get the material down pat, because even though it's like information that I already know from being a nurse for so many years and, you know, being in acute care, it's like diagnosing. So now I have to train my mind from thinking like a nurse, you know, bedside nurse, to now thinking as the provider and making the diagnosis and how do we treat patients and things of that nature. So I have to make sure that I understand and retain the content. And so that's what I am working on over here. I got my 2 computers going on, one where I take my notes and the other one where I do my modules. I have my lovely beverage. So good, y'all. So this is it's kind of like my spin on a margarita. I'm sorry, a mojito. But I love vodka. So the taste is like so mild and it'll take on any flavor. So basically this one has no sugar. It's just like Perrier lime or Perrier whatever. I get the basic one too. Oh, they have a cucumber lime one that's so good too. And then I do 1 little slim can of Perrier. And then I do like Rose's lime, which that has a little bit of sugar in it, but I don't use a lot. And then a ton of like fresh squeezed lime. 1 or 2 shots of whatever, you know, vodka of your choice. My preference is Tito's. And a lot of mint. And when I say it is so refreshing, y'all, it gets me through my long study sessions. And then I always, if you know me, you know, I drink about 4, sometimes 5 of these a day. Like, I always stay hydrated. So I set a whole tone when I study because it's a long process. So I try to keep myself, you know, engaged. So I have my candles, my beverage, some water, and then I just go at it and do what I have to do because this is my week 7. So next week is my final. Pray for me, y'all. Yeah, a lot of content. So I'm prepping and I've been trying to like stay on top of it. So I also forgot to tell y'all, another reason why I was out and MIA for so long was I got so sick in, what month was that? Was that September? I think it was September. Oh my God, y'all. I literally was septic. Like, I was so sick. Was thinking that I was on the brink of death. And I know that sounds like dramatic, but I was so sick. So what had happened was I ended up, this is how you know the universe just aligns people in your life for the right time, the right season, and the right purpose. So I ended up meeting this nurse practitioner who wanted to be trained and wanted to work in aesthetics. And right around the time that I met her, I started just getting really sick. I started feeling like I was getting kidney stones, and I have had kidney stones before. So if you know what they are like, they are horrendous. So I ended up, you know, meeting with her actually over the phone and just, you know, because she was renting out a space. This was before I solidified the spot that I have now. And so long story short, I was like, okay, cool, we'll proceed with the renting of the space. But it was like a sublet situation. I really was not interested in doing a sublet situation. I was interested in, you know, just leasing directly from a landlord. And so this particular young lady, you know, I guess it was a sublet, but long story short, that situation didn't work out. And so I was like, okay. She's like, but you know, would you still train me? Whatever. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. Now I was also going to be, she has a very successful family practice, like home health type of business. So she was like, you know, could you help me maybe learn how to manage this business so that I could have more time and do both? So I was going to hire a receptionist for her and everything, and just make it so that she had more balance there. And then I was going to be training her in aesthetics alongside of that. So one day we were supposed to meet, and I called her and I'm like, oh my God, girl, I'm not sure what is going on with me. I think I'm having a bout of kidney stones. I am really, really sick. Like, I just don't feel good whatsoever. So she's like, okay, I ended up this actual day I went to go to see the space. So I met her in person, and I'm literally like running a fever, 103, like crazy woman. But this is my work ethic. Like, I get out and I get shit done. So she's like, okay, girl, you don't look well. And I'm like, girl, I don't feel well. Like, but I gotta get this show on the road. So she's like, all right, well, do you need help? Like, do you want me to like maybe run your urine and see what's going on so we can treat you and yada yada yada. So I was like, you know what, that would be great, because I was terrified to go to the hospital, because I'm like, I'm gonna end up with COVID and die. Like, I'm gonna go into organ failure and die because of COVID. And so I ended up what I do, I got home that night, she ran my urine, and then I called her like writhing in pain, and she's like, okay, let's just go ahead and do a workup and treat you. I'm gonna come to your house. Girl came to my house. Everything that I would have gotten in the hospital, she did for me. I mean, she managed me so well. She drew labs, she drew blood culture, like I had IVs. She treated me for the kidney stones, which I did end up getting diagnosed with kidney stones, but I also had pyelo, so a severe kidney infection, which is so funny. It probably came from a bladder infection, but I never had any symptoms of having a bladder infection. But anyway, long story short, I got my lab values back, and I was so sick. Like, when I finally was able to get in to see my primary, because he was so booked up, he was like, this girl saved your life. Like, we looked at all my stuff together, and I'm like, holy crap, she did. So I say that to say, people come into your life for a reason, right? That going through that transition taught me that, number one, I need to listen to my body, and when it's time to just take a break and you're doing too much. And I think that's why I got sick. I never get sick. Like, I eat right, I work out, I have a really good immune system. And so I think that my body was telling me, like, you've got way too much going on. And I still was going and going. That night that I had met with her, I ended up having a meeting with my team. I'm like shaking with the chills, running fever 103. And they're like, girl, why are you doing this? Like, go lay down, go medicate yourself. Like, what is wrong with you? So that taught me that, number one, people come into your life for a reason, because that nurse practitioner unfortunately will not be able to train with me because of other reasons that I will not put out there, but that it just wasn't a good fit. But her purpose was to care for me, because I wouldn't have been able to be seen by my provider for, I think it was like 2 weeks before he could get me in. And I did not want to go to the hospital. I was so afraid to go to the hospital. And so I met her at the right time. She took very good care of me, got me through that period of time. And, you know, sometimes people are just in your life for, they have a purpose, they have a reason, and it may be just a season. So I just hope that helps someone to know that, you know, sometimes things aren't here, or people aren't meant to be, you know, in your life and in your space forever, but welcome them for the time that they are, and appreciate the presence that they and the impact that they have on your life. And because it could be life-changing, as my situation definitely was. So that was just another story time of why you guys hadn't seen me, and with everything that was going on with me being sick, transitions in all of the partnerships and all the things that were happening. But I just am so happy to be in the space that I'm in now, that this thing is about to take off. Well, it has taken off, and it's gonna be so amazing. I'm just so super excited. So I will do my best to post. I'm gonna try to do Vlogmas. I cannot promise that I will be making videos every day or nothing crazy like that, because my life is just way too chaotic. But I will most likely be able to do things you know, every couple days, and then give you guys some content on all of the transitions with the spa, which is going to be the most exciting thing for me to talk about. And I know so many people are eager to kind of see how it works out, and if there's feedback that I can give so that I can help somebody else who is passionate about doing the same thing that I'm doing. So, well, that's it, guys. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you hit that bell, you'll receive notifications for when I'm going to be posting my next video. So until then, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Gotta go study.